Good morning, all of you. Welcome to the our today's session. Right. So, in your previous lecture, we had been studying about the elixir. Right. So, let's begin. Elixir. Elixir also one kind of monophasic liquid dosage form. Right. Which is taken internally. Right. As like syrup and mixture. Right. So, let's see what is elixir. Elixir are clear, sweetened, aromatic hydroalcoholic liquid intended for oral use, right? Means these elixirs are basically used for oral use, right? So it is a clear means transparent solution, right? Then sweetened means sweet in taste, right? Then aromatic means it contains some kind of flavors, that is pleasant flavor, right? Means the aroma means it is a chemistry word, that is aroma means the flavor, good flavor, mean pleasant flavor, right? Then hydroalcoholic, it means it contain some alcoholic ingredient, right? Alcohols, kind of alcohols like ethyl alcohol, like, right? And hydroalcoholic means it is a alcohol that is soluble in water, that's why it's called as a hydroalcoholic, right? Then liquid means it is a clear, sweetened, aromatic and hydroalcoholic liquid and intended for oral use, right? We know that syrup, mixture, elixir, linctus are prepared for taken internally, right? So let's say main ingredients of it, means what kind of ingredient we have used to prepare this, right? Or what kind of ingredients we have to need to prepare or formulate this in elixir, or the ingredient of main ingredient of elixir, means without this ingredient we can't able to formulate the elixir preparation, right? So let's see ethyl alcohol, right? As I said, that is the hydroalcoholic. Alcoholic means alcohol that is soluble in alcohol, sorry, water, that's called it is a hydroalcoholic. As like the ethyl alcohol, it is the example of hydroalcoholic substance or liquid, that is ethyl alcohol, it is a very soluble in water. Then also need for water, glycerin, then propylene glycol, right? Then some kind of flavoring agent, it contain a flavoring agent, that's why it is called as aromatic preparation, right? Then some coloring agent, it also has some color, right, for its improving the palatability or attractiveness, right? Then then it's also contains some kind of preservatives, right? It contain the water, that's why there is a chances of growing the microorganism like bacteria, fungi, molds, right? That's why for preservation purpose, for preventing the deterioration of ingredient which is present in the elixirs, that's why we it need to add a preservative, right? So then types, right? There is some kind of types, means the elixirs are basically divided into two types or classified into two group, right? As like our syrup, medicated syrup and flavored syrup. Similar as like syrup, there is also a type of some elixirs, right? That is medicated elixirs and non-medicated elixirs, right? Medicated elixirs means that contain a potent drug, right? That contain a potent drug. Potent drug means a highly stimulable drug, right? That is like a antibiotic, antihistamine, then sedatives, right? Antibiotic, you know about this, right? Means which is prevent the growth of microorganism, that kind of drug. Antihistaminic, allergic drug, right? Allergic drug. And some sedatives which cause a calming effect or sleeping to the patient, right? Means sedative which produces sleep, right? That is a sedative. Means this the most of the time this three category of drug are dispensed in the form of elixir form, right? If we need to take it internally, right? This is a antibiotic and antihistamine and sedative are the potent substance. That's why if that potent this kind of potent substance present in elixir, that time we call it, that particular elixir is a medicated elixir, right? And afterward there is a second, that is a non-medicated, means are used for flavors and vehicles. Means it is non-medicated elixirs does not contain any kind of potent drug, only it contains a flavors, aromatic substance, and it is used as a vehicle, right? Non-medicated elixirs are used as a flavored elixirs or vehicles for the preparation many other kind of mixtures or liquid preparation, right? go to the formulations of elixir, means how to formulate the elixir, means what kind of excipients or adjuvants we needed to prepare or formulate the elixirs, right? As like similar over mixture and syrup also, there is need of some kind of vehicles and adjuncts also, right? And then firstly see the vehicles, means to liquid solvent preparation, what kind of solvent preparation we need to uh, required for the preparation of this, right? So elixirs are a simple made up of water, alcohol, syrup, glycerin, sorbitol and polypropylene glycol. Means these are the example of vehicle, right? Means either we use the water, alcohol, right, syrup, glycerin, sorbitol, propylene glycol, right? Means that is the selection of this vehicle are depend on the nature of drug, right? Nature of drug, what kind of potent drug or what kind of drug we have to use. On the basis of that we can determine the vehicle, right? If the vehicle is water soluble, that time we use the water, or if our medicament is uh, not soluble in water, either soluble in alcohol, syrup or other glycerin, that time we use any of them vehicle, right? Means most of time these kind of vehicles are used as a solvent or a vehicle, right? Then water is used for dissolving the ingredient of elixirs, means if the water is used, that time the, the vehicles, that is the water, are used for dissolving the, means all ingredients are dissolved to the vehicle or water. If you take a water, that time we will dissolve the ingredient in water. Then flavoring agent contain essential oil are easily soluble in alcohol, right? Means whenever we going to whenever we are going to make a non-medicated elixirs, that time you use alcohol as a vehicle, that time we choose the alcohol as a vehicle, right? Because the most of the flavoring agent contain essential oil, and that essential oil are easily soluble in alcohol rather than the water. That's why we choose the alcohol whenever we are going to prepare a non-medicated elixirs, right? Then the alcohol added in concentration of 5% to 4% weight by volume to make a clear solution. If we use a alcohol for preparing the non-medicated substance, that's why that time we have to take a, or we are going to take a this concentration of, with this concentration of alcohol, right? Means 5% to 40% of this is the one range. Within this range we have we could we would take a alcohol, right? And make a clear solution, right? And make a clear solution after we taking a concentration range between this, and we can able to make a clear solution of elixir, right? Then those drugs are not soluble in water, then the glycerin, sorbitol and propylene glycol are used as a vehicle, right? As I said, that is water, means the those kind of medicament are soluble in water, that time we select water as a vehicle, right? Otherwise we going for glycerin, sorbitol and propylene glycol, right? Propylene glycol if the our medicament is not soluble in water, right? Then there is a one example of elixir, right? That is a some paracetamol is a slightly soluble in water, right? This is the example of vehicle, right? Paracetamol is slightly soluble in water. Slightly soluble in water means not totally soluble in water. Some kind of paracetamol, some portion of paracetamol is not soluble in water, right? Means suppose 60% of paracetamol soluble in water and remaining are not properly soluble, that's why it is called as a slightly soluble in water, right? That time for 100% dissolving the paracetamol, we need alcohol, propylene glycol and glycerin. From these three we can make a one stable elixir, right? So instead of taking the water, we can use glycerin, propylene glycol and alcohol as a vehicle for the preparation of paracetamol containing elixir, right? If we make a elixir with use a vehicle as a water, that time it does not get a clear elixir, right? Does not get a clear elixir, right? So after that we can also add the alcohol, propylene glycol and glycerin also as a vehicle for obtaining or making our elixir clear, right? So this is all about the vehicle, right? This is all about the vehicle. Sorry, this is all about the vehicle, right? This is all about the vehicle. Then let's focus on the adjuncts, means rather than vehicle there is also use of other kind of some example or some excipients like the chemical stabilizer, coloring agent, flavoring agent and preservative also, right? Stabilizer, as I said, that is generally we are using for stability purpose, right? Then coloring agent, flavoring agent are used for the palatability, improving the palatability of preparation, right? Then preservative is for the preserve purpose, means uh, preventing the growth of microorganism, right? Preventing the growth of microorganism, that's why we can easily preventing the decomposition of our product, right? So firstly, chemical stabilizer. Then various kind of chemicals are mixed in the elixir as a stabilizer to prevent the darkness of it, means most of the time what happened actually, the elixir become a darkness or got to, means that's color of elixir become change, right? If the preparation doesn't if the preparation are not stable, right? Means most of the time the colors become a dark, right? If our preparation is not stable, that time we can use the some stabilizer, right? So there is a one example, the neomycin elixir. This is a neomycin is a antibiotic, right? It contains a citric acid, right? To adjust the pH between the 4 to 10. What happened actually, due to the changing in the pH also, there is a disturbing the stability of preparation, right? If is pH is not in range, that time also happening the darkness or changing the stability of preparation. That's why it is very necessary to adjust the pH, desired pH of elixir, right? Then also sometime that's why for adjusting the pH of elixir, that time citric acid used as a stabilizer also. Then some kind of some the prevent, there is another example, that is a disodium mediated added in above to prevent the decomposition of neomycin. Sometime what happened also, chances of the decomposition of neomycin also happened, right, due to instability. That's why we need to add sodium EDTA add as a stabilizer like a citric acid, right? And that disodium EDTA prevent the decomposition of neomycin. Decomposition means the degradation of neomycin over active drug, right? Or any activation of drug. That's why preventing this kind of problems like adjusting the pH or preventing the darkness or the preventing the decomposition, this kind of stabilizer we should need to add, right? That is a citric acid, then disodium EDTA. Then after stabilizer, that is a coloring agent, right? Coloring agent as like our improving the color or attractiveness of our product, or we need to give any color to the preparation, or for improving the palatability of our preparation, that time we also use the coloring agent as well as flavoring agent also, right? There is some coal tar dyes are commonly used for coloring as a coloring agent for the elixirs, right? There is some example, that is amaranth, then compound tartazine and green S. Amaranth, compound tartazine and green S, these three kind of coloring agent are basically used for preparing the any kind of elixir, right? So remember it. Then going to the flavoring agents for used to give a flavor to the elixirs, means if suppose our medicament has a saline taste or bitter taste or not nauseous taste, at that time we need to add some flavoring agent, or otherwise for the during the preparation of non-medicated elixir, that time also flavoring agent are used, right? So there is some example, that is black currant syrup, raspberry syrup, lemon orange syrup, right? These